everyone. You're in the office with Joseph Skoda, G.I. Joe. Absolutely. And my office today happens to be on a Carnival cruise ship called the Inspiration. Now, it's a great idea, a great name, because it's a new year. We need a more focus and better vision in 2020 than we did in the past. So I'm going to ask you, what inspires you to have a more clear vision of your future? What do you have that's going to make everything click finally? Sure, we have these New Year's resolutions, and many of us don't keep them. So why do we do them? What's the purpose of keeping a resolution? Do we feel good about ourselves? Are we lying to our partner? Do we expect everything just to come together because we hope things will be different, that things can change? And those are all great ideas, and I'm guilty, as many of you are, in hoping things would change. But what is your inspiration to get off your butt and do something just a little different? Change your course just a little bit. Do something you've never done before. Not with the hope things will change, but with the clear vision that they will. And they will, because we all hear about the insanity. We're expecting things to change, doing the same thing over and over again, and nothing changes. I'm sure I got the words wrong, but you know what I mean. We're expecting something to get better, but we refuse to change inside. Now you hear the music in the background, and we're jamming here. And I'm in Mexico currently. Beautiful, out to sea. It's a great day. A lot to be thankful for. Because a few years ago, I could not afford a cruise, especially a fancy cruise, and visiting other countries like I do now. Now, sure, I was in the military, as you know, and I traveled the world, absolutely, when the government told me I had to, and I was not always able to bring loved ones with me and have fun. But today, all that has changed, because I tweaked my vision over the years. I tweaked my focus. I tweaked who inspired me. It's not necessarily the comedians or actors and actresses that we like, ooh, I want your life. You and I need to find those people that we want to emulate in a way. Not necessarily copycat and stalk for sure, but people that we can emulate because we, at least on the surface, look like they're doing the right things. I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Everyone, you, me, and all those actors and actresses and famous people that we know have issues, have things in the background we don't want to bring to the surface, have struggles, obstacles, even doubt sometimes. And that's okay. So this year, make sure you embrace that doubt. Or not necessarily embrace it, but recognize it so you can brush it off your shoulders, so you can shoo it away. You can say, doubt is not allowed here. Whatever it is, you do what you need to do. You find something or someone that inspires you. You find a better vision and focus, and not just this year, in the coming years. Because quite frankly, every year we have 365 days of opportunities. Except for leap year, of course. That gives us an extra day. And how dare you not use that extra day to your advantage? If you make mistakes today, that's okay. There's another day tomorrow. Not promised. God hasn't promised us every day, so make every day count. But if you are blessed to wake up another day, make some changes. Make some amends. Tell someone you're sorry. Ask forgiveness. Tweak your lifestyle, your ideas, your vision, just a little bit. Things will get better. It might be rocky. You may lose some credibility or sleep, but the long-term vision is what we're striving for. Not necessarily take a cruise to Mexico. Whatever it is that you want in your life, do what you have to do today to make your life count. Quite frankly, our loved ones, our children, our friends are counting on us to make that difference. No more lip service. They're looking for actions. Every one of us has lip service. One day I'm going to do this. Someday I'm going to do that. When I hit the lottery, Sure, that can happen, but is that really a vision? Is that something you're really working on? Maybe buying more lottery tickets a week than you ever had before? Let's face it, we want our life better. We need to work here. We need to work here. We need to work on physical, mental, emotional well-being. We need to work on ourselves. And as we improve ourselves, as we improve, it's contagious. People around us improve, and we surround ourselves with better people that want us to succeed. Hey, I say it over and over again, find a Toastmasters club. If you have trouble communicating or leadership or just want a network of people that uplift you, Toastmasters worked for me. Anyways, you enjoy your life. You figure out what you want to do. Find that focus and a vision for a better future. And more importantly, find out what inspires you. This has been G.I. Joe Skoda. I look forward to seeing you on the seas. Have a great life. Bye.
Social media shows network were initiated in 2017. Since then, our founder Maria Pereza never stopped developing a system on social media in building a network of passionate people that loves to entertain, coach, help others, and deliver informative information to the public, informally, in a low-cost production. She built a platform that surpassed Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and other social media live streaming, but exceeded the function of a podcast. Her main goal is to be able to broadcast on social media like a traditional TV setup involving a group of broadcasters, YouTubers, podcasters, and social media live streamers. Maria is building the confidence of non-actors and non-famous people that joins her to network. We are here to promote and support one another, to help our community grow collectively without inhibitions but with confidence and high self-esteem. We love to be in this family together. Our door is open to help you build your brand, opening opportunities for others, and outreach to our community. We welcome you to the family of social media shows.
We present you to the people that made our show. In the office, starting with Katie Porter, a Toastmaster. Warren Huffy, an influencer. Maria Pereza, founder of social media shows. Veronica West, a veteran. Ramona Baylor, a veteran. Missy Clayton, a Toastmaster. Attorney Michael Clayton. Veronica Phelps, a veteran. Louis Kamasa, an entrepreneur. J.C. Crisologo, a fashionista. The California GI Forum. Jesse Skoda, an active U.S. military. Melanie Keenan, a veteran. Marine Corps veteran Steve. Sandy Blair, founder of Tiny Houses. Michael Elliott, president of Edge Ringtone. Jerry Nash, a veteran. John Andrews, a speaker. Pam Gorman, a Toastmaster. Gabrielle of Tiny Houses. And the city of Lompoc, California. Thank you all from In the Office on socialmediashows.com.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only World Ventures.
Hello everyone, you're in the office with Joseph Skoda. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about what are you going to do differently to make it a great year for you. It's awesome because we talk about 365 days full of opportunities. Actually, there's more than that. Almost every hour of the day, something else comes up that can make a real difference in our lives. And quite frankly, you could just be listening to someone that cares about us and loves us and that values our opinion. But what are you and I going to do a little differently? I just got off a cruise, probably within the last hour. If you look behind me, well, behind me is the Queen Mary, which I love the Queen Mary. And we're going to see that a little bit later. If you've never been to Long Beach, California, go. This is probably one of the cleaner towns in the LA area. There's not a lot of clean areas in Los Angeles, but this is one of the nicer areas. So if you can find a way to Long Beach, do it. But what are you going to do differently this year so you can come here? So you can take a cruise, so you can live the life of luxury, as they say. I know that's a bunch of hogwash, but what are you going to do to make your life a little more, let's say, enjoyable? You know what I mean, enjoyable, where you can wake up when you want to wake up, go to bed when you want to go to bed, travel where you want to travel to. Now, sure, you and I cannot just, most of us cannot just get on a plane and go to Spain next week or Italy or even across the country on a regular basis. But there's no reason why once a year you don't save up just a little bit of money where you can enjoy those little travels. Quite frankly, $100 a month, that's $1,200. You could cruise for two for $1,200. Now, don't get me wrong, you're not going to be able to buy anything. You're not going to be able to buy those souvenirs and t-shirts and those excursions unless you belong to a travel club like I do. VIP-vacation-club.com. And we got a little something going on, a little different than everyone else is doing. But you can look at the links on my page and figure those things out. But what do you want differently in your life? If anything, maybe you just want a happy relationship. Maybe you want your medical bills taken care of. Maybe you want to teach your children self-independence. You gotta go. Sometimes it's just those little things in life that make it better. Well, you and I usually beat up ourselves because we've always done it that way. Someone told us we had to do it like that. There's always something in back of our mind like, oh, I'm not doing enough for our children. Our kids need to learn how to do it on their own. We need to give them the tools. We need to give them the advice, recommendation, steer them in the right direction. We don't necessarily have to pay for college for our kids. And quite frankly, there's a lot of people in college right now have no right being there. They should be learning a real trade. Welders. Welders make a lot of money. Fabrication, metal workers, crane operators make a lot of money. But regardless if you're going to a college, university, trade school, just make sure that you're happy with what you're doing. We talked about those different days of opportunities. Let's say you're taking a finance course. Okay, most of us need to be a little smarter up here when it comes to finances. But let's say after your 2 or 3 months of your semester, you don't want to do finance anymore. That's okay. We can steer onto something that we're more passionate about. But don't give up. If your goal is to be a doctor and finance is part of that program, and I don't think it really is, but economics could be, don't give up. To hit the higher levels, we're supposed to be challenged. We're supposed to ask for help. We're supposed to learn how to do our own research. We're supposed to figure it out. There should be no freebies in this world. You and I have to work for it. Sure, I retired from the military. My retirement's about a third of what I was making, when I was working. But since then, I've started my own business, went to school, a lot of different things, where I do fairly well today. But I had to hit rock bottom in a way. I had to lose a good chunk of my income. I had to lose, something about myself that made me wake up, like an explosion, like, wow, I get it. No one's going to give me anything. And quite frankly, people care, but we have too many people handouts. And not just in the Los Angeles area, but probably around the world. People expect to give to me, help me, I'm sick, and there are a lot of people who are sick, a lot of people who are down and out, a lot of people who are real struggles in this world. And you and I could listen. You and I could buy them lunch. You and I could give a $20 every now and then. But more importantly, if we can, if we're able, give a lift up, not a handout, a lift up. Sit down, say, get to know them and say, I understand. I was almost where you were before, and here's what I found, and here's what I'm doing now. Now, too many people think it's too hard to start a business, and we hear complaints all the time. Oh my goodness, the business owners, they get all the tax breaks. And rightfully, they should get the tax breaks. It's the business owner, even small business owner, hires people, creating more income for the economy so people can buy things. But you and I could start a business for $50 a month, $100 a month. It's not that hard. That's what I did. So $100 a month, and quite frankly, all I do is vacation for one of my businesses, and a lot of that is tax write-offs. Stop the excuses this year. Stop figuring out, whoa, I need to make more money. Whoa, I need to. Instead of worrying about making more money, how about thinking about how to save more of that money that you already make? I can live a millionaire lifestyle without being millionaires. It's not how much we make, it's how much we have at the end of the month. It's how much we have at the end of our lives. It's the difference that we're making for other people. Now, why do we sometimes lose focus? Now, look around me. See, it's a Long Beach cruise terminal. Like I said, I just came out of there, which is great. Did some time in Mexico. I loved it. Got the Queen Mary, which we'll be going back onto here shortly. I love that. And the history. Find time to teach your kids about the history of your community, where you live, of how your town started, of the first mayor, the first governor of your state. Teach them about George Washington and all the presidents. Sure, we had some shifty characters over the years, and we probably will in the future. But regardless, it's important that we understand that time frame where they were coming from and what they were trying to do. You and I don't have to agree with every politician out there. You and I don't have to agree with one another. We can still be respectful and try to understand. We don't have to have sympathy for anyone, and we don't have to bow down to anyone either. Don't you dare give up values for someone because they feel hurt. Don't you dare give up who you are. But don't you also go around hurting people on purpose. But darn, if you don't have a backbone, if you don't have a vision, a focus, a sense of who you really are, how are you going to make it? How are you going to be an example to your children, your other loved ones, your neighbors? If we don't stand up for something, we're bound to fall for everything or anything. You and I have to make a stand right here and now. Right here and now, and say, darn it, enough already. This is who I am. This is my vision. This is what I want to accomplish. These are how many people I want to help. If you're struggling for money, and a lot of us are, I really strongly encourage you to start a business. You can, social media shows network. Obviously, you know I'm part of that, and that's what this video is part of. But there are so many other ways out there. Let me coach you. Let me mentor you. Let me show you some of the things I've learned. I can show you some of the things I've learned also that are not positive. So let me try to teach you as I'm learning. I can go back and teach you some of the things I learned so we can all kind of grow together, kind of have a purpose together, kind of travel when and where we want to with people that we love. Anyways, my name is Joseph Skoda. Joseph Stephen Skoda III. G.I. Joe Skoda. I love what I do most days. And like I said, if you don't like what you're doing, shift. Make adjustments. Go somewhere else. Listen to someone's ideas. More importantly, find a purpose in your life. Do what you need to do, and life can be great. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Stand your ground. Learn what you need to learn. Associate yourself with the right people. And quite frankly, we're counting on you to make a difference in this world. Have yourself a great day. This is Joseph Skoda. Over and out.